Hello everyone, my name is Amanda and I'm excited to present to you La Vie by Pablo Picasso. The members of this group include Daisy, Jelena, Samantha, John, and myself. Completed during Picasso's Blue Period in 1903, La Vie is an oil on canvas housed at the Cleveland Museum of Art. Picasso's use of space in La Vie and the personal connection I share with his work will be the focus of my presentation. As a group, we chose La Vie because it immediately stood out to us from the other artworks. We were first drawn to its dark colors and overall feelings of sadness it portrays. It also has a sense of mystery that made us curious and interested in learning more about it. We thought it would be a great piece to analyze because it offers a lot to discuss while allowing each group member to focus on different visual elements and make their own personal connection to the artwork. I will be talking about the use of space in the artwork. La Vie depicts overlapping and spatially dependent figures. Here we see the standing couple overlapping with the woman and child, suggesting the beginning of depth. Picasso purposely leaves the background and the rest of the space shallow with little to no detail. This directs the viewer's attention toward to the figures and their emotions and body language. As noted in the textbook, artists through the placement and overlapping of forms are able to create the illusion of spatial structure in a two-dimensional artwork. This type of space is continuous between many of his artworks during the Blue Period. This also gives a feeling of being detached of the figures being emotionally trapped. This painting, along with my studies, reminds me of the importance of body language and facial expressions. This is particularly important in my professional goal of working as a child therapist, where understanding emotions and nonverbal communication is essential. Before taking this class, I was only able to tell if a painting was enjoyable to me or not. I now know what the use of space, color, and structure can add to a painting emotionally and narratively. Understanding these elements through the lens of a painting has enabled me to further analyze a painting at a much deeper level. I can also understand the value of elements of visual expression for engagement through the analysis of various forms of art.
Hi, my name is Cici Lopez. My major is hospitality and tourism. I'm a freshman in the formal elements, are color and value. I'm going to talk about how the color relates to value and vice versa within this art piece. The colors, therefore the lack of color, really. The colors really are just beige, some grays here and there, and a very dark, mellow blue. The values change between what is on the piece, as in the skin color, from the torso to the legs, the value is different. The color piece gets very deep around sort of the clothes and the skin, but when you go to the face, when you look at the person's expressions, you can barely see parts of the eyes, the hair. It looks very monochromatic, it looks very gloomy, it's melancholic. The lack of value in certain places, in the stark contrast of some of the places are full of value where some are not. It's contrast, and it's almost imbalanced. This somber mood is very reminiscent of what hospitality and business can look like when you're at a point in your life where some days are good, some days are bad. There's life and there's death. There's the birth of a new job and the death of an old one. The experiencing a great day at a hotel, but then you get terrible service at a restaurant. There's a death in your heart as to where there's a death in value in that lack of.
Hello, I'm Samantha Locascio. I'm a freshman majoring in marketing, and the formal element I'll be talking about today is shape. In La Vie, Picasso uses mostly elongated, simplified human shapes to create the figures in the painting. Their bodies have smooth, curved outlines, while the background includes more geometric shapes. The tall, thin shapes create a feeling of sadness and vulnerability, which supports the painting overall mood. The woman holding the baby, however, has more angular and triangular shape compared to the elongated figures. This triangular composition creates a sense of stability and protection while still reflecting the hardship and emotions present in the artwork. This connects to my life because it reminds me that people often carry emotion and experiences that are not always visible. As I begin college and work towards my future career, I want to be understanding of others and remember that everyone has their own challenges and stories. This also connects to my future career in marketing because visual design plays an important role in how brands communicate with their audiences. Marketers use elements like shape, color, and composition to influence how people feel and respond to a message. Picasso's use of shape shows that even simple visual choices can communicate powerful ideas and emotions.
Hi, my name is Jelena Lewis Patod, and I'm studying biology. The formal element I'll be focusing on in La Vie is light. In this painting, Picasso uses the contrast between deeper blue colors and the lighter areas on the figure to draw attention to the people in the scene. The lighter parts around the woman holding the child make the relationship stand out more, while the darker background creates a feeling of distance and almost loneliness. And the way Picasso uses light throughout the painting adds to its gloomy and emotional atmosphere, making me as a viewer more focused on the feeling behind the artwork. I connect with this piece through biology because light is an important way we learn and understand life, and in science, light helps us see details we might not have otherwise noticed, whether that's through a microscope or other scientific tools. And I think Picasso uses light in a similar way by helping the viewer notice the deeper emotions and meaning within the painting.
Hello, my name is John Letoa, and I'll be talking about the painting La Vie from Pablo Picasso. Let's get started. I will also be contributing pattern and texture. Pablo Picasso's artwork La Vie, rather than a physical texture, actually has an implied texture, meaning that it has more to it than its face value. And now what I mean by that is, if you look closely at the artwork, you can see the skin, cloth, and background used at a rough brush stroke that Pablo Picasso used to insinuate the roughness, the sadness, and the tense atmosphere. Now let's talk about patterns. We know that Pablo Picasso at the time was on his quote-unquote blue era, or he was very expressive with his paintings, and you can see it actually reflects on La Vie because of its blue-dominated background, which insinuates its sadness and tense scenario. Now, I think that's one of its patterns because it is ever-present and it's basically covering the whole artwork, La Vie. How it connects to my life, I do have a fascination for a lot of art pieces and its deeper meaning, so I love just contemplating, knowing what this means, and basically reflecting how much I'm interested in it.